welcome everybody. Maybe will you tell me your like how you would describe universe and creator now? From this idea of like a separate authority or being that you have to prove yourself to. and
Yeah, like, most of us have, we grew up believing that that the creator was outside and we had to go through something or someone, and the stories of, all the stories, where, we had to get through our creator through something else, someone else. And, looking at, so when I was in, Egypt, on the, on the walls, they have, all the temples, they are, like, the first temple is the masculine and the feminine temple.
Mm,
It's the old, Egypt in Aswan.
mm.
And then if you go through a lot of the temples on the Nile River, you keep going through them. When you get to the, last one, the Great Pyramid, there's a story, and it's similar to all of the stories that they tell in, the Jesus, the Buddha. It's the story of enlightenment.
Yeah.
And so we've been fed this idea that we had to go through something or someone to get there, when it's just our journey. Like, w- I I was, I believe that we come in to learn a lot of lessons, and then, like, at the end of that journey of the last temple is, the Sphinx, and the
Mm,
Sphinx is half human, half lion or a cat.
right.
And so it's like the lower body, the ego, and the lower chakra, and so the Sphinx and the lower body and the upper body, the upper chakras, they come together. They atone. They're at one with each other.
At one. Yes.
Anything to And so when I was taught that story and going through Egypt, and that's why it's so fascinating to continue to go to Egypt, because there's so much, to learn, to be taught. And you look at all the stories, and
Yeah.
they're they're right on the Egyptian walls, on the temples. And
Yes.
so that, um uh all this one character, hero, um Horus, he goes through this journey, and at the end he becomes at one with everything, with
Yes.
in his lower body, his lower upper, and his heart. Everything is one. And so
Yes.
we don't get rid of our ego, we don't get rid of the externals, we just live from a place of universal laws, and
Hmm.
not, commandments, and, scarcity and fear, but,
Yes.
like, total abundance. Because, like, also on the temples, they have, like, these experiences of chakras, the zodiacs, and long before, helicopters, and, um one temple had a spaceship on it, even before ever
Yeah.
helicopters and spaceships. Um and so it seems like they they've taken, um bits and pieces of the story from our ancestors, and put it together to control.
Yeah.
And, in reality, we're all sovereign, and we're
Right.
all created in as it. We're created from the creator, just like we were created from our parents. Like,
Yes.
same we have the same we're this like and something that I really like, an epiphany that came to me, is like, we we ex- like it the creator wanted to experience, we're us and
Yes.
to
Yes.
see and to create all the, like. And so when you think about it, we're really, like, it always wants us to have what we want, have whatever we need.
Yep.
And so we come in with these stories, and so we got to get through all the stories to really understand and believe who we really are.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so my master teacher, she was like, I never broke from that. I was never separated from that. And so she like her thing is like, okay, you came in and you got all these stories like everybody has, like whatever, abandonment, whatever type of separation stories you have, like everybody has to go through that at some point. But like, when do you atone and to understand that you just that's not who you are. You've just been
Yes.
identified, and who you really are is this um like powerful. Like, think about what we make, the things that we
Totally.
created. Like,
Everything.
I am part of that. You are part.
Yes.
We are all part of like manhood. But we've been made to believe, to think in that separation story, to believe that that's not, I'm separate from them, or that made that. And so whenever you think about, like, if you think about like a man or a woman, you have almost this negative aspect of who you are. But
Yep.
when you ask about God, you have like this powerful, like, but um far away kind of concept of who it is, who what it is. And but in reality, they're all the same.
Yes. All the
It's
same.
like you can't separate the DNA from my mom, from me. And it's
No.
as the creator, like
Exactly.
something created me. I don't know, and it created like birds and trees and flowers and all the living things. And so
Yes.
creators everything.
Yes.
And when we realize that, we'll stop. We'll have these. We'll stop having these separation stories, and we'll be able to see each other like in true light, in the true lighter, in the true aspect of who we are, which
Yes.
is love, is creation, is
Yes.
being.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Beautiful. Exactly. We are the creator, creating ourselves and this world for the fun of it, for the joy of creation.
yeah. It's like
Yes.
it's like it really is like the game of life.
The game of life. Yes. Yeah.
And moving through the stories, and getting to the, getting going through, it's like the Monopoly game, going to the next level.
Yeah.
And um so I had this we when I first started um learning about like universal laws and going to Egypt, and um it was I didn't believe it. Like I said, I didn't believe it. I couldn't, like, because it's black and white. I've always has been black and white, and it has to be tangible,
Mhm.
it has to be logical, it has to make sense.
Mhm.
And if it doesn't, then because I grew up like I gotta get, I gotta get mine, you know,
Mhm.
and I gotta survive. It was all about surviving,
Mhm.
and I gotta get it. I gotta get what I need, and then and yeah, you can I obtained a lot from doing that,
Mhm.
from being that way. But learning it from like a universal law, like universal law, we're in it, but we don't even know we're experiencing it.
Yeah.
Like the cause and effect.
Mm. Mhm.
And like the law of mentalism, like everything that I like, my thought is my currency. And so for the past like 10 some years, I have been like having to reorganize the way I think, because
Yes.
it's so critical to
Yes.
what I make up in my life.
Yes. This is what we were talking about before we got on the call, right? Like the transition from um at becoming at one, not believing the separation stories that we inherited, all the conditioning, all of the spells, all the beliefs, all,
Mhm.
that that would say we have to earn it, we have to work hard, we have to survive, and then we get inside the program versus where you're at now and this discovery of everything coming together, the awareness, the source awareness coming into the body, doing what you want to do, honoring yourself, realizing it's all for the fun of it. It's a whole different world that we create then.
Mhm.
We
Totally.
create just joy because that's all that this does without that story. Um,
Mhm.
and we do it individually and we do it together. And we were, and so it's like your travels, which is what we were going to talk about today. Obviously, it never goes according to plan because we don't have. But is that in both of us is as we've unlocked ourselves, this natural desire to travel, to see the world because it's seen very directly. It's our home.
Yes.
That we're
Mhm.
not separate. That we're not. We don't have to earn anything here. It's ours to discover and ours to go pick up our codes in Egypt,
Yes.
you know, that we
Uh,
left for ourselves long ago, you know.
it's like I I find that it's like everything's always just waiting for me to, like,
Yes.
you know, ask for it.
Yes. Oh, that's so well said. Yes. It's literally like there's this pregnancy. I really feel it right now too. Like it's like the pregnancy of the world. Like are you gonna go when are you gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Because we like everything wants to give us everything because that's just what life is. Like you
Yeah.
said, and that is the game. When we wake up from the zero sum game, the game is everybody wins and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's totally that's why it's so important for me to, like, continue to, um, like, be in a space of abundance, like, be in abundance and not scarcity and fear, and, it's like, "What do I want?" It was drilled into me, like, "What do you want? What do you want?" And I would go for, until I realized I kept going back to the story, not even because it's
Yeah.
so ingrained, kept going back
Yes.
to the story, and, now, like, it's like I've been reconditioned. I'm more into, like, "What do I want? What do I want?
What do you
And
really want?
what do I really want?" And it's really important now more than ever,
Yep.
because like, there's like, you say it all the time, but we're saying the same thing, but in different ways. Like, there's always a tipping point to where you get what you need and what you want and what you ask for,
Yep.
but believing it.
Yep.
Like, really believing
Yep.
that there's, totally we're we're in this new world order of, like,
Yep.
abundance, of, like, what
Yep.
we need, what we want is coming. It's here. Actually, it's here
It's here.
already.
It's already here, exactly, and it always was here. It's like
Mhm.
which makes me like I always just take out the word belief because we don't even need belief. It's like we just look outside, it's all abundance. If and you were describing how you discovered like it's such an opening process of like unlocking like what do you really want? But what do you really want? I was just leaving a message to my friend where I was like, "Listen, the money's coming in. I want you to tell me what you're doing to do with $100 million, you know?" And she was trying to deflect. She was like, "Well, I don't need it. I don't know. I'm happy with what I have." It's like, I'm like, "I'm not having it." What do you want? And like to unlock it because we're so afraid of that. It's like and the scarcity says if I give myself that, somebody else loses. That there's
Yeah.
only so much to go joy to go around. But you've been practicing this with travel of, like, imagining going and then going, right? And it wasn't even a belief, it was just, like it was an unlocking of what you saw yourself doing that was it's a code built into, like, this is what this one wants to do in this lifetime, you know? And then you allowed yourself to do it kinda
I
thing. Yeah.
like, when I was, growing up, because I grew up in that story of scarcity, and so I had this story that I needed to survive, to I had to do what I needed to survive. And so I was always doing. And
Yeah.
but there's a sense of like lack, even when you're doing,
Yep.
versus like being,
Yep.
like being the abundance.
Being the
And
abundance.
it's yours, it's already, it's there. And
Yes.
so I so when I was growing up, I would always like want to travel and want to do stuff like just be like normal, you know, um, which is like just having a life of abundance, which to me means like doing what you want to do. So
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate to like learn the drum and learn how to do watercolor and learn how to like now I'm teaching myself to play the flute
Oh,
and travel, travel the world. And so but that came like, so my master teacher, she would say like, like just make a choice, just make a decision. Just make a
okay.
decision that you're gonna go. And
Yes.
I was like, okay, I when I first met her, I was in a workshop. And she was and I said, okay, I'm gonna she did travels to Egypt. And before that I had already been traveling. But like I went to Egypt, not before Egypt I did like two or three I've been to Europe a lot of times, but two of the times that I've been to Europe, to Italy, I've did watercolors,
Mm.
workshops, painting in Europe.
Oh,
But when
so
I went
fun.
to Egypt, it was a different type of travel, and I learned so much about like who I am. And there's this sense of like breath, like just releasing my breath and just being,
Mm.
that I experienced. And I've been back several times since then. Just
Mm.
there's so much on the walls, just so much,
Mm.
and how it's taught is brilliant.
That's
And
so awesome.
so yeah, in February I'm going to India. And
Mm.
what I India is gonna is I'm excited about India because I've never been to India and it's on my bucket list. But what I find about traveling, what's fascinating about traveling and being a like a light worker, is that you realize all the conversations that you've made up about life and other cultures and people around the world, is just is not true.
There's no
It,
other. There's no bad guy. There's no.
no, like we go when we go to Egypt, we like walk at night to the market, like mile or two away
Mm.
in Cairo.
Uh,
Then we were in China about no no 2 years ago. We were in China. China was so much fun.
mm.
Um, but I was going to the bathroom. I was in the airport. We were going from Hong Kong to China, and um, my friend lives in Hong Kong, and I asked her to, watch my luggage until I come back. She's like, nobody's gonna bother your luggage. You you can come back tomorrow, and that luggage will still be there.
Yes.
Um, and then, but I mean, like cultures have their, they're different from our cultures, but like until I started traveling, I didn't have an understanding of other people, like other cultures and how they live, and that they're not bad, and it's just indifferent.
Hmm. Totally.
So that
Totally.
the reasons why I love traveling is because I have this this sense of like one with all
Yes.
from
Yeah.
different cultures. And I love that about people. And
Totally. It
Yeah.
just feels like meeting family, doesn't it? It just feels like meeting another part of yourself, another corner of the room of the home we share,
Yeah.
that you hadn't seen before. And I feel like it's yeah, it's there's not even parts. It's like the whole of every culture is so nourishing for all of us.
Mm.
When you were talking about atonement and at one-ment, there's like at one-ment with the self, and then there's this
Mhm.
worldwide at one-ment that's happening, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
Scandinavian culture somehow is handshake so well with Sudanese culture. Do you know what I mean? Like we all just come together. And then I would say like it's like I've been thinking about the billionaire defecting, like the big wave of the wealth transfer of like everybody's gonna have so much fun with that. It's gonna be so much fun for the ones who've been hoarding the wealth and storing the wealth to return it to where it came from. um, but it's like that at one mint will be such a win, right?
Mhm.
To fund our world tour and to be a part of us again. So those who've been so isolated in elite bubbles, hanging out with the folks who have been inside, life and in the grassroots, let's say. So the grass and
Mhm.
those in the ivory castles and those on the ground coming together. It's like so much fun. And we all have pieces of pieces of our being, that one being that
Mhm.
we're remembering together, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot how beautiful this piece was." I remember you. I remember whatever. I was looking at Brian Johnson, the billionaire who has this "Don't Die" campaign that I've sort of made fun of before, and sorry, Brian, but, he's, because he literally looks like a vampire, like, he gets all these he's like he's convinced he's like, "The greatest achievement will be, not dying." And I'm like, I think it's probably feeding everybody and like, I think it's stopping genocide first.
Yeah.
But sure, we'll get there. And he just looks like he's just kind of like it's like, "Oh, Brian, you need a big hug and a big Italian meal." Do you know what I mean? And a big glass of red wine, and not your pink powder that has all the nutrients in it that you're trying to never die. You need to realize you don't die and get
Mm.
get hugged by a big circle of women who aren't, who don't who have no agenda on you,
Mhm.
and that, oh my god, but also Brian's research is helpful. You know what I mean? It's like, sure, we'll take the super nutrients and the Italian meal. You know what I mean? And the and the hanging out in Egypt. So I'm seeing us all coming together as like this an enormous party as we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Um and it's just it's at one minute, it's atonement. And the atonement is the return, is like just collapsing back into being,
Mhm.
returning
Yeah.
to being and not performing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like, we definitely at this point where, like, all of this had to come out for us to realize and to remember, like, we're just one, and when this is what happens when we have these stories of separation,
Yeah, exactly.
and, I believe that it's that simple,
It's
what's
that simple.
going on, like, that we've been believing this story of separation, and now, like, we have to we get to remember.
We get to remember. And we it's just the fun of remembering. It's like,
Mm.
this is so fun. It's like
It's
any
so
great adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And exactly, the separation, it's all the versions of separation, separation by country, as if countries exist, separation from God, separation from nature, separation from each other, race, men and women, all of it. It's all just nonsense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, so, like, one of the things that I enjoy doing, is so fulfilling for me is volunteering,
Yeah.
um, at the local schools and, at anywhere that I can volunteer, but I do a lot of volunteering for the school system ever since, so everything that comes out of something that happens, there's an opportunity to to
Yes.
to do and to be. And so when we had that when we had that shooting in Parkland shooting in Florida, and it's been so many. But I've volunteered for the school systems ever since,
Mm,
and I've just had I I have had this enormous gift of from doing that. Like
yeah,
totally giving is receiving, receiving is giving.
it's the same. Yeah, yeah, and it rolls with abundance. Like
Yeah.
you give to them, and they give to you, and it's just everybody's. Because once we get into the gift cosmology, we're in the flow of life. We're
Mhm.
not working against it, telling the story and damming up the flow,
Yeah.
damming up the gifts. Yeah. And it really just start it's like just do anything. Like your teacher said, just like start, do the thing. So you volunteer and you get the ball rolling.
And Megan, it is so like it's so important that like just getting back down to the basics, like
Basics.
basics of
Yeah.
being local and
Yes.
um and being with each other
Yeah.
and and like that's a travel experience in itself. Like going to the local market, the farmers market, and talking to people and saying hello and
Yeah.
um getting outside of our comfort zone and
Yeah.
stretching.
Yeah.
Um, is really important. It's what's gonna, like, save humanity
It's what's
from.
gonna save humanity.
Yeah.
Totally. 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 Just being together again. Simply not believing any story of the other
Yeah.
and giving yourself the joy of whatever you want. Whatever you wanna do, wherever you wanna go, it's all for you, and then it is all for us because 'cause we're
Yeah.
all connected. Yeah, beautiful. I'm just gonna look and see about comments here. Oh, I got my glasses. Hi, Frater Omen. Thank you for your healing words and perspective. It's helpful to hear right now. Amazing. Be blessed. Thank you. Hi, Lamar. Good to see you. Evan, what's up? How are you guys? What's the is this resonating? Um, what what's your dream travel itinerary? Like, let's just say we've got $50 million to go on tour.
I would so I would probably wanna travel more. I've been out of the country more than I have been in the country, and, I definitely like to, so I would and this is I mean, this is very realistic. It's my dream, and, it's not even a dream, it's actually reality. It can't it's reality for me, to, get a camper, and then just, like, I love people. I really do, like, I've realized that we are one, and, like, a lot of your segments have, really blown up my perspective about people that have differences as well too. But um so the camper I would travel around to different states that I haven't been to, and maybe even put it would I would either include like a fresh food kind of restaurant, small little restaurant in it, stop at different, and I'm really good at juicing and cooking healthy stuff um and fun food too, and comfort food as well. Um, and
Oh, I
so
love it. Like a little gift wagon. You're just
yeah,
going giving juices and healthy
give
stuff.
way or
I love it. Oh my god, that's so fun.
have the pull out in a state park somewhere. I would have the pull
Yeah,
out the watercolor,
yeah,
uh, start a drum circle somewhere. Just having fun.
absolutely.
And go to the different across the country in the different state parks would be
Sure.
fun. And then maybe definitely um surf in California for a little bit, then fly over to, Hawaii. I love Hawaii. Hawaii is actually one of my probably my favorite. It has turtles. Like, there's it's something bigger than oof,
Magical.
it's
Ooh,
just magical.
it's magical. I've been to the Big Island and Oahu, and I was like, yeah, it's we went all around the Big Island, Kona, and stopped. It's small, but it's like we did the full. driving tour. And yeah, every spot was a completely different, from the national park of the volcanoes to the lush waterfalls. And
Yeah.
each one felt like major codes, like like stop and just listen for a while,
Yeah.
because it was really rich land. Yeah.
And then Haleakala
Mm.
was like I felt like I was in heaven on earth,
Uh, yeah.
up in the clouds and looking over and seeing all the other mountains. And then the people are um yeah, they're special.
Mm.
A lot of still, farms and living, simple.
Yep.
I love the simple life.
Yep.
Uh, and I see that we like most times that we try when I travel, the most places people just live real simple.
Yeah. That's all
And,
we really want. This is
like
the joke of like that we need all this money. It's like to buy what? Because we all just want to live simple village lives. You can only
yeah,
eat so much. Make it beautiful, of course, but the idea that there's not enough to create these simple lives, like John Jandai was like, it takes no money. It's like I've been
mm,
looking into these earthbag homes, and you can make enormous homes, with multiple rooms and whatever, so cheap. Um, we just wanna live simply, so it's like it's like the well, this goes back to why to create GoFundMes or GoSendGos. It's like, it's just you're gonna show that it's this simple life, the same everywhere, whether it's in Maui or anywhere else,
mhm.
and it's really just a different room in our one home.
Yeah.
And then I'll cultivate this room over here in Santa Barbara County, you cultivate the one in Maui and in Haleakala, and everybody's just got a different room for us to stay in,
Mhm,
all of which are simple, communal, with amazing people, because 'cause we're all amazing, and we've
mhm,
all just been unlocked to hang out together for as long as we want, in whatever way we want, sharing our food, sharing our culture, sharing our drum circles. It's all so, so simple, we miss it, we keep thinking it's complicated. It's
uh-huh,
not at all. Every single GoFundMe I'm getting, and I'm like, we got 4 going, but it's like every one I keep hearing about that hasn't been made yet, it's all basically this. It's like create a simple village or a simple home, or like travel simply and meet friends. It's the
mhm.
same dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The even like in Egypt when we go to the markets, it is there's no packaging and all that stuff, packaging and expensive. It's like you get what you need. You
Yep.
go and then you
Yeah.
come tomorrow and do the same thing.
Yep.
Really simple, and there's this engagement, and it's like people even in China, like one of the things that we do when we travel, we that's actually what I would go fund. Um the a musical group. So we it's like we're light workers, but we travel and they sing. And so
Beautiful.
is like the common denominator for like the whole world. Because you like in China, a lot of them even speak Spanish, but they were loving that singing that we were doing.
Mm. Yes.
We were up on the Great Wall, the wall, the China Wall, the Great Wall,
Love it.
and we got all the way up to the top, and they were singing, and the people like there's always just a gathering,
Yeah.
and so there's this commonality of just being.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful when you're just singing and just
Mhm.
like wanting to experience other cultures and experience people just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
simple. So
Totally. Everybody loves it. I love that. I love that it would be a GoFundMe to just spread song all over the world, for as long as you want. Yeah, exactly. And you got an enormous fund for your home and your village and your enormous phone, and then this one to travel and sing. Love it.
yeah,
Love it. Yeah.
we would build so one of the like I was reading about how a lot of large corporations are buying up a lot of the bulk of the farmland in this country, and how like uh small businesses and people with money um need to get to buy up land so that they don't buy it all up, and we are out of land to build and to farm and to commune.
Mhm.
And so that would be another that's another realistic idea. It's not a dream. It's like, what do I want? Like, I'm a firm believer it, because I used to think I would have to have a lot of money to buy a trailer, a camper, or no, if I sell, if I want to buy land somewhere in Kansas or somewhere, so that we could commune, live on um off the grid. Don't sell, well, sell the house then, do
Yeah.
something, sell the car or whatever. It,
Whatever,
it
whatever, whatever. And as we all do that, and we're working on this like major directory, right, where it's just all the people who are living in, let's say, the gift economy or cosmology. It's like, so what if Monsanto or whatever bought up all the Bill Gates buys up all the farms? Um, First of all, there's so much land. There's so much. We, as I've talked about, like we could all fit in the state of Texas, all 8+ billion of us, with our own 1,200 square foot home. So there's, like there's a mythology about ownership. Not to mention that ownership isn't even a real thing. But even if they bought up more and more and more, there's still so much land. And those of us in the sharing ecology, we would just it's just like, "Well, come to my house, and your van is my van, and my land is your land, and this which is already it's already networked, it's already there. We just need to know each other." We just are like, "I got your number now." So, it can't like, the extractive world cannot compete with the sharing world. Those cosmologies don't like, it's gonna win we're gonna win. Which isn't really a win, it's just an energetic shift that we're already in, and it's so compelling and so fun and so familial and so, like, ancient in our bones to just be together,
Mhm.
that those of us that though anybody who's making that hard with money and buying stuff up is just like, they're gonna be like the kids who are ostracizing themselves on the playground.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And meanwhile, we're like, "Come hang out," you know? So, but yeah, it's all very doable. It's all available. We
Mhm.
literally just do it. We just
Yeah.
give ourselves the gift, give ourselves the van, buy the
Mhm.
property, whatever, and create the GoFundMe, create the place for the donors to give, right? And it's a free and clear gift to, just like we were saying before, get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
So you have one for your camper van and one for your travel band, and
Could you imagine, like, on a starry night,
yeah,
um, outside in a state park,
yeah,
someone's playing the guitar and someone, rattling on the drum, and someone else is playing the flute,
wow,
all amateurs, and someone over on the other side has completed, like, this, uh, watercolor
yeah,
and showing it off, and, there's this nice, comfortable fire
mm,
going,
yep,
and, and everyone's, you know, eating off the land,
yep.
and,
Beautiful steaming pots of food and tea and
having
chai and
fun,
yeah,
barefoot, feet,
barefoot.
barefoot,
Mm,
yeah,
yep. And that
um,
the whole world is our state park. It's there's not a divider between private and public, you know?
right, and
Yeah.
so and just being able to just kinda, like, decompress and
Yes.
the, um, the idea of, having to keep up with all the stuff,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
what's important.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Letting go of that whole world of measurement and, uh, yeah, scarcity and survival and work and, it's just all play, and to live it together. And it's literally, the scene you describe is what we would all do. It's a universal thing. We all just want to be by the fire, have fun, eat good food, play music, dance. You know, that's that
Hey,
we're not like we have so many stories of who we are and our nature. None of them are true. I haven't met one person who is by nature violent. That is a myth.
there was this shaman. I was at a peyote ceremony not too long ago, and we were sitting around the fire before the ceremony started, and he was describing how he was having the same kind of he was describing how back in our ancestors, they didn't go to college to, they you had, growing up, you had someone that was good at like fixing a broken limb, or someone that was good at herbs, or someone that was, well at fixing building. And so everyone, they just create everyone in the village felt like belonging because they created from what they enjoyed doing.
Yes.
And I could actually see that happening, like how, we our ancestors, they didn't go to college.
No.
And how did
No.
we where we are today, you know?
Yeah. We don't have to go through this circuitous route of just funneling ourselves into jobs that were none of which are real reflections of what we want to do.
Mhm.
And really, it's just they're just funnel machines for the machine, or
Yeah.
funnels for the machine. And so, yeah, we've woken up. We get the scam. Nobody's going to college anymore. When Helena Norberg Hodge was on Monday, she's been talking about localizations, talking about
Mhm.
like a little like it's the elite, groups, the wealthy folks. They're a little afraid of this collapse, and it's like it's already collapsed. We're already done. And she admitted, like all the institutions are falling apart. Nobody's going to college anymore. Everybody gets it. I have to show you guys this snake that is coming up on the window to say hello. I get these frogs. There he is.
Oh, cool.
I was like, the snake. Oh, he saw that we saw him.
Look
He
at
got
that.
shy.
Was he black?
What's that?
What color snake was
He was black with yellow stripes. As soon as he got on camera, he camera shy guy. But I was like, you saw me like looking away. I get these. I swear, it does not happen unless I'm on the live stream. I get frogs. I get snakes, birds. They come up to the window. And it's like not easy. It's this tall bush by the shed. And anyway,
so
he literally popped his little head.
so, where would you wanna go? What's on your bucket list or your list of
Gosh.
places?
I mean, honestly, literally everywhere. I just there's nowhere I don't wanna see.
Mhm.
And I love homes. Like, I'm a hobbit. I love to make a home. I would first thing would be to, like, get some homes in a collective village type thing going, um, just a place to land for people to stay, to come together. Um,
Well,
and
we got
then
here
those would all get converted to, like, earth homes, What's
yeah.
that?
I said, "Well, we got one here in Florida."
You got one here. Okay, great. Great. So, yeah, exactly. One in Florida. We just like get a few different home bases
Mhm.
for everybody. Um, and make it really pretty because it's like I need my home to be very beautiful and have a lot of art. And the same here, Abby. I love to. I have new watercolor set and stuff. And so it's like just get back to just making beautiful things. That's it. But then I really do wanna see the world. When Oracle and I have talked about this party, it's like it's really the part. It's like opening everything up, and we're just in the party. We're in the joy of life, and I know my body's gonna it's probably gonna be a little in and out. It'll be like, go several places and then come home for a while. Um but it's literally everywhere. I'm like, I've been thinking about Antarctica lately. Want to see behind that ice wall. I want to go, I want to go to Egypt. I want to go to India. So many places in India,
Mhm.
and with friends who are in India now or who are of Indian descent I want to travel with there. Um, Africa, I wanna go all over Africa. I wanna go see Yoki in Ethiopia.
The
I wanna go to
crater.
Cameroon and Morocco and, everywhere. I mean, there's really literally nowhere I don't wanna go.
Fun.
So it's just the order of it. Wanna go learn surfing from you in Maui.
Yeah, let's
So, let's do
totally.
it. Yeah, yeah. And bring my watercolor set, bring a little drum, bring the bring the, bring all so it's like all of the gifts, right? All of the gifts I wanna give and all of the gifts I wanna receive.
Mhm,
Both are for me and both are for all, you know? And it's endless. It's just like I try to think about it, it's like, oh, I just, these this home compound, I was on Zillow, I was like, "Oh, here's 3 homes right on the coast,
mhm.
16 bedrooms total, that's a good place to start." But I was like, "That is so just the first step." I'm like, "This ball is gonna roll and roll and roll." So
So
and I know people call me, like, it's like, it can sound idealistic, it can sound delusional, it can sound blah, blah, blah. Heard it all before. No, how we live now is the delusional.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, thinking, believing, or just knowing that you're gonna get that is no different than thinking that that's a delusion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They're
exactly.
they're the same school of thoughts.
It's the same school of thought. Exactly,
So which
exactly.
one would you choose?
Which one are you going with? And PS, nothing you've ever experienced tells you scarcity is true.
Exactly. And, like, like, that idea of scarcity, like, but where's it gotten you?
Where is it? And exactly, you don't even have to believe it. It's just what are the results?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are the results collectively? Nonsense, you know? Yeah.
Always. And so I've, like, been on this this idea of, like, okay, test it out. Don't believe it, just test it out. And, but and, and so it's everything, literally, everything comes true.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
and it's and it but it started out just like, so we used to do letters of intention.
Mm.
And, they we did it, so we were practicing stretching and practicing, playing the game of life.
Mhm.
And you had the letter of intention was like, what did you want for physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, like all
Mm.
these aspects of who I am.
Mhm.
Like, what do you want? And so it was a team. So it's a
Mm.
game team, and you were stretching outside of your, like, your thought, and
I love it.
and getting outside of the grungies of, the and
Have it.
we played it for 3 months. Everybody had to do it, and we played it for 3 months. And then, like, we would have, as a team, you rah rah and for each other. And
Right.
it was so opposite of, like, what we typically do, or how we typically play the game.
Yeah.
Um, like, we usually play the game from the stories, like all the
Right.
stories, how we you know what how we grew up, and so forth. But playing from, like, okay, let's, that other part of you that talks about, what do I want? We
Yep.
don't
We don't
experience.
tap into it. Yeah.
And so the game was like, the 3 months, we were rah-rahing each other, and at the 3 months you'd be amazed how stretched and full and bigger you were.
Love
Or-
this. Yes. Stretched, expanded, opened, unlocked, right? Just like
Yeah,
unlocked all those latent because there's all these wants, there's all these yeses, there's all these gifts, and it's and then to amplify it with each other, we just like keep unlocking each other.
yeah,
And it's enormous. It's enormous what we have to offer and what we can receive because that's all we are. We're just enormous channels of
yeah.
source.
And
Yeah.
so I remember in that game, I wanted to go to Italy, and I wanted to go in like 3 month span. I was in Italy, Egypt, and I had bought a home. And
Wow.
I'm when I tell you, I'm serious, Megan. I didn't have much money in my like I had enough money to go to Egypt, but I added to go to Italy, but I added Egypt and and home. And seriously, by that 3 month period, I had all of that and other stuff.
Yeah.
But what was interesting in that 3 month, I was living in an apartment and they were going up on my rent at the time, and I was like, man, uh-uh. I'm moving. If I'm gonna pay this amount, I'm gonna move closer to work.
Yeah.
And seriously, before my lease was up, because I had been looking into buying a couple of years earlier, and Walter, he's my mortgage broker. He called up 2 years from the time that that I was looking, and I was like, Neil, I'm going to Italy, and I don't have any money. And Neil was like, well, you got everything else in play. Just look for houses. And so before when I was in Italy, the real estate lady, Brooke, called me up and she's like, they accepted your offer. And I was like, well, Brooke, I don't have much money. But my point is that I got enough money for the down payment. Like money started coming from like it started coming.
Yep.
But I just played. I was just and so since then, Megan, I've been playing the game. When I
Play
say
it.
when I'm going to India in February, I'm going. And mark my you'll see me from India in February from Substack,
All right. All right. Listen, I'm seeing you with you. Let's meet in India in February, if
And
not
so
sooner. Yeah.
it like the game we're playing, like what we're playing right now with the GoFund and GoFundMe and asking for what you want and receiving it.
Yeah.
It's on a bigger scale, but it's the same.
It's the same. It's
The,
exactly the same. And you proved it, right? It's not like you needed the proof of, but I mean, kind of do, you know what I mean? But it's like, you actually knew it. You knew
yeah,
it. You were like, I'm going. And you don't know how, but that calling, that truth came out of you. And
yeah,
then we are just this open channel. It's like you don't know how, but you open the channel and
yeah,
then the cup can be filled, the energy can move
yeah.
through.
The universe doesn't know about small and large.
Doesn't know anything about it. It doesn't have a limit. It doesn't put limits on anything.
Mm-mm.
So the only limit is what we would give ourselves. But in our being, always go back to children, right? Children wouldn't put a cap on their desires.
No,
They're going to be like, I want this, 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 and this, and this, and then the universe will just like give it to them. Um,
yeah,
that's manifestation. That's ask and receive. There's a million phrases for this and codes for this.
hmm
And lately, as I've been rolling with and it was really helpful for Oracle to ask her, like, but why, Megan? Why? It was like, oh yeah, it's for me. Because then it turned, it was like me as source giving it to me is for the enjoyment of it, kind of like unlocked this thing. And then I was like, oh, all like I already was seeing that it's an endless amount of money, which and it doesn't even it won't even be money anymore. It'll just be source, right? It's just flow, but money at first. But it was like, oh, I have endless pockets because I am source. And
hmm
so whatever I want to do, it's just like I just like say it. It's a decree or a decree, and then here it comes. It's just coming back around
yeah,
because it's the law of the gift, and I don't have to do anything or earn anything or nothing. It's just unlocking the natural flow, and I have zero doubt that endless amounts of money are here for me and everyone the moment we we articulate it.
hmm
The moment we we unlock that latent desire.
And and I don't know what it looks like.
We don't know.
It's just coming already, and that's
Right.
why I I'm so glad that I don't know how long ago, but I got off of media, and someone sent me Substack, and you're the first person I found, and like speak my language.
Yeah.
And this is what, like, I want to concentrate on. Like, I want all my energy into to manifesting this the true life of
The
where,
true life.
like, our authenticity and,
Yeah.
grandeur, and we don't even know how abundant we are.
We don't even know. It's
So
endless. It's like beyond your wildest dreams times 1,000.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it starts here.
Yeah.
Like my true abundance is here. Like, it's
Yes.
here and in my
Yes.
heart.
It's the unlocking of your full being and everything that it's not even wanting. It's just like what it's because it's not like a thing of like, I want this. It's
Yeah,
more just like the, the,
I
the
am.
channel, like a full channel. Like you're the
I am.
full channel. Yeah. I am. Yeah.
I am. I
I
am.
am. It's the I am. It's I am.
We're totally source.
Totally source.
Like
Yes. Full elite source. Like I am. And what I am is endless gift.
the end.
Yeah.
And so we've been sold these stories, and like unlocking that truth is real abundance. And then that's when it starts to, it starts to flowing.
Yes. 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 Exactly. And that flowing is like it's happening. And I'm like, create that GoFundMe. Like not out of any anxiety, but it's just like because that dump is coming. And I've been thinking this, and I last night Oracle did a TikTok video, and she was like, you're not nobody's gonna be able to believe how big the abundance is. And it's like, yeah, it's like and I keep seeing like cartoon it's levels of like cartoon money, like bags of gold coins. Do you know what I mean? That just like here's more bags of gold coins, and we're all just like, what am I gonna do? It's just becomes like play coins. And
Yeah.
money is just like it'll just be like playthings from the past. But
Yes.
um because we unlock who we are, and it's so much joy. It's like that's all that we're coded for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the game we were playing. It was a it showed you like how far you can go, and how like much how we don't even use like our like woof, you know
Yeah.
like we're so powerful.
Okay.
We are source.
Yeah.
And the game was cool because it shows you, like, when you realize it, then you're like, oh, like, I am it. I am.
I am.
So the game, like, you start with like playing the game and seeing how, like, where you can go and all this other stuff. But then, like, at the end you realize, wow, I am source. I am it. I am created in the image it, of it in form.
Yeah. I am
And
created in the image.
it experiences through me everything that's beautiful.
Yes. You wanted to experience you as you and give you the world for you, just for the fun of being pretending you're separate, and then rediscovering you aren't, and then tasting the world through you. Yeah.
Yeah, because it wants me to experience, because it wants me to experience like the world and traveling and being and experience
Yes.
love and all the beautiful things. It wants
Yes.
me to experience that,
Yes.
because
Yes.
because if you look at all the beauty around you.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. And what you were saying before, it's like we are source. I am source. And so I birthed me as this being. And like a mother and child or a parent and child, I want to give my child everything they want.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world. I want to give my child the world.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, it's powerful to, like, just, y'all, it's they talk about the little mustard seed, start with
Mustard.
mustard seed and go
Yes.
there, and, is like, it's fascinating when you, like, break it down, when you really break because that was the name of the objective of the game that we played was to get to that point of seeing who you are. And
Yes.
stuff like, we played this one game where, like, you didn't finish, like, within the game, we played another game where you did it went on hours and hours because we played it, the whole game was team,
Mm,
and game, it was, you you didn't finish, you couldn't leave, you couldn't finish until everybody was, in the same accord. Like, there
mm,
couldn't be no separation. Like, so everybody you had to enroll everybody in to like, this is the best choice. It was so powerful. And so, like,
that's
break it
so cool.
down into something as simple as,
Game.
like, um all you need is a mustard seed, just the mustard seed. And
Yes.
looking at everything that comes from a seed, like the
The whole
tree,
world.
you know, it's we we um imagine a bird, or the the bird not flying, or the trees not growing,
Exactly.
but, everything of life just standing still. Like, it's
Mm.
meant to expand. Everything
Meant to expand.
expand and become. And that's why I love the idea that the universe is just, like, waiting for you to ask. It's,
Yes. 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 He's waiting for you to ask. Just ask and receive. Just ask and receive.
yeah. So we're
And
in this
yeah.
powerful game we're playing.
Yeah.
We get to, you, like, we wait. There's gonna be a tipping point where, like you said, all this gonna come in,
Popcorn. This gonna be
and
yeah. Oracle was like, "It's like bombs dropping." I was like, "Yeah." And then it'll be like, there's $1 billion that we're like, "What do we do with this $1 billion?" And then it'll be like, "Here's another billion." And I'll be like, "Wait, Abby, do you know how to spend this much money?" I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be like that. And then it's just like, and then we're just going. We're like migrating, and we're sharing, and we're just we're building, and we're resting, and we're healing, and we're playing the drums, and we're just rolling with it. But there's like an adjustment period of like we've been talking about, like we're not used to flowing with what we want. We're not used to not compromising. We're not
mhm,
used to like, no, whatever you want. No, you know, but we're
mhm,
practicing it in like smaller ways, and then it's like, okay, now you that have been practicing it, you that get it, here's this big bomb drop, and you're gonna show everybody it's literally just ask and receive, and it's like endless pockets, and then
mhm.
you're gonna gift it, and the gift just gets so big
Yeah,
that it's undeniable. That the joke of scarcity is like, it's so blatantly, like like the contrast is so big.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The story of scarcity, it literally can be debunked in just a instant.
An instant.
Like, we're so, our mind is so powerful. It's just
Yeah.
like you writing the recoding.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, we don't have to, stay stuck in that.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I'm gonna read our comments here. Um, Ron says, oh wait, no, wait, go back here. Uh, Hi, Margaret. Watch my our conversation yesterday with Margaret. So beautiful. Bob
Yes.
says, the simple life. Frater Oman says, I love the adventures you're talking about. Aloha.
Mhm.
Doesn't it sound good? Come join us. No lights, no phones, no motor cars. Yeah, beautiful. Just us together. Check out YouTube, A Black Girl in the Woods. She's doing the camper thing in the eastern US and has home on a small farm. Oh yeah, in upstate New York and creating beautiful videos. Those are
Mhm.
so beautiful. Yeah, like lush life, just living it, you know.
Mhm.
And another one where I'd be like, give her all the money to do that, times 100. Um, Frater Omen says, Maui no Kaoi. Do we know? I don't know what that means. Beautiful. Ron says, drive through Idaho. You can travel 100 miles and never see another human being. I know exactly the lie of the overpopulation. um, when this video hits YouTube, you'll have to point out in the comments where the snake arrives at your window. Oh, I should. Absolutely. I should. Let's check and see. He scooted out of there. He's camera shy. I'm gonna invite him back. Come on. I've tried to the other day. When was it? I think I was on a phone with a friend, but like a frog just like on. Oh no, it was when you were here, Evan. Do you remember? The frog came on the window? Same window. They all come hang out. I tell you. I tell you they came on, hang out. The other night was an owl. I was just cheering about this. I went and walked to this owl. I was 20 feet away from this owl, just chilling. And we were just talking. you know, um, told the owl to go get Jack Dorsey. It was like a picture, like a messenger, from a goddess. And you're just like, and then I was like, because Oracle was like, just code everything. So then I was laying in my hammock and there was like a few flies, and I was like, what's with the flies? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna code these flies. I was like, go get us the money. Go talk to Jack or whatever I said. So just and then the flies like all left. I was like, cool. Send it on the wind. Um, Evan says CRISPR gene editing just cured AIDS, removes the virus and doesn't allow it to replicate. Well,
Wow.
that's news.
Yep.
God, we are in an amazing moment where everything, like, we really can live forever. Brian's not wrong. And Claudia talks about that all the time. Illuminate the illusion. This is my dream. Help us build the first ecosystem in the round. A living sanctuary for healing and renewal. I'm Amanda, a survivor, a writer, and a creator. Over decades of lived experience with trauma and coercive mental care, I have learned. Oh, this is beautiful. I've
Yeah.
seen you before, Amanda. Thank you for sharing that. Um, will you create either a Go Send Go, which Miriam likes, or GoFundMe, and send me the link? And then I'm working on my page and sort of organizing everything. This gift cosmology is helping, so it's really organized. And it's like, here's people to fund who are New Earth builders, or whatever we want to call ourselves. Building a directory website that Douglas is helping with, my friend Jason's helping with. Um, and then this party idea where it's literally like, I'm like, is it an event anymore? Because I honestly think it's like, it's just like we announce the party. I don't know. I can't. So we're building a website, but I can't. I'm like, I'm not sure it's a. I think it just might be like the first dump comes in, and I'm like, hey, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. But anyway, in all these things that we've created, this commons guide and directory, and I have this post called Web in the Garden, and the names of folks who created GoFundMe's are there for now. So
Mhm.
Amanda, if you would send me a link, and everybody on here, what is your dream? Would you create? The money dump is coming. We want just a place for the um, for them to put the funds, you know? So it sounds beautiful. I mean, really, this is it. With like lots of different sanctuaries in lots of different spots. My home definitely a sanctuary. I'm a healer. It's like I would just encourage everybody. I have a million places to lay down in the sun, in the water. Just let your body lead. And for as long as you need to rest, for as long as you want to work out or go swimming or whatever, right? We're letting our bodies reset themselves in all these different sanctuaries. Valthara has one, I think, in Wyoming or Montana. Um, so, it's like lots of wherever anybody's body were called, right? Miriam's is in Miami. So let's build them all. Build them all.
Mhm.
There's because no scarcity. It's like, imagine everything's a sanctuary. Everywhere is our home. Everywhere is our family. And then which one's calling to you? Which one feels most resonant in this moment in your life? Ron says, where scarcity exists, it was created. It doesn't happen by itself. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. It's an illusionary story. So it's a mass delusion. Lori says, "Oh, hi, Lori." Lori painted this incredible painting of what Ginny and I saw, Dr. Ginny, while Claudia was doing uh, prayer meditation to Dada. I think she was doing white Tara. But I saw green Tara, and Vinny was with black Tara, and we all had these visions. And Lori literally painted it. She had one. We were in the meditation. I saw this like green carpet come down, and Ginny called it a blanket, and then Lori painted it. It was like, oh my gosh. Um, she says, I appreciate you both. I'm enjoying your inspiring posts and Megan's comment about we are source, so we are creating already. And I've known that, but the way you said it a few minutes ago was a new way it landed. Thank you. Beautiful, Lori. It's so beautiful. It's like these are our different codes and ways we say it. And like you were saying, Abby, it's like how you say it is different. Like it's like I said it a different way, and then you say it a different way, and each one and your paintings unlock each other, and then a song, like it's all just unlocking each other.
Yes.
So it's beautiful. And my dream is to continue to make art that is channeled for healing and will go to where it needs to go. And those that can afford it, great. For those that cannot, but they can connect, I want to get them the art. Beautiful. Make a go, send go. And just describe it. Give yourself a big amount, right? Mine's 100 million. Um, Oracle's is 1 billion. Miriam's is 100 million. Because then you can get to your full vision. Right, there's no limits, and you can just imagine you have it's like having all the, paint colors, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. Like, why would we stop? Why would we cut ourselves short? Just give yourself 1 billion. Because there is that much money, right? Like, the money is like it's just stored energy, it's just stored attention or whatever we wanna call it, and then that dam will unleash, but we're in the multiple quadrillions. So 1 billion is nothing, it's literally nothing.
Mhm.
And we are the ones, right? We're in the lead position in the gift cosmology, just remembering first. We're just remembering first. So then we're the ones to get the ball rolling. You're perfectly positioned to lead everybody into learning and adjusting and opening their system to accept this much gift and to give this much gift. So we're the one. So that's why that's why I'm collecting this list. It's like these are the folks to give the money to. And talking to Helena on Monday, um, she's connected with the whole like spiritual and regen ag and all the people, like the whole speaking circuit. So Gamora Mate and all the like science and non-duality folks and everybody, she knows John Jandai. They're all connected. All the TED Talk circuit.
Mhm.
Um and so now she knows who we are. And the pockets connected to her are deep, and they're all looking for like, but who's going to write up and who's going to map this return, and we're doing it. So when she, the when she gets together the next time at whatever function, it's going to be like, hey, what about these folks? And we want to give them a place to go. So I'm going to send her. Oh my God, he's back. Dude, what's up, dude?
I
What
know.
do you what is your dream? What would you like?
He's
We
feeling
want
want
Yeah.
he wants some of what
What
you can.
Yeah. What can I give you, dude? Hi. Oh, he's opening his mouth. Well, let's see. What am I getting a code here? Well, it's very Garden of Eden, isn't it? The snake has returned. It's the
Mm.
year of the snake. I'm so into snakes now. I used to be afraid of them, but they really
Wow.
anybody who knows snake mythology more than we're making full eye contact here. Hi, dude.
And that
Hi.
it's unusual for snakes to do that.
Oh, yeah, he's giving me the full forked tongue.
He's talking to you, Megan.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. You know, here's the code that's been coming in about it was like about Brian Johnson and these guys, and I was talking about it yesterday too about like Elon. Like they're all lost boys. They're all, you know, and we think of them as like snakes in the garden or something, but they're
Mm,
not. They're just in the wrong position. They're just in the wrong seed assignment. They belong in the garden, you know. They're look at that beautiful tongue.
mhm.
Oh, so cool. Buddy. There.
Where is he?
Can you see him sliding up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good 5 he looks like he's about at least 5.
Oh, he fell. Oh, he fell down. He'll be back up, I imagine. Um, wow, so cool. But there are no snakes. Like there's no bad guy, you know. And they're all everybody's gonna atone, everybody's gonna return.
Yeah.
Everybody has a place. And you know, we've vilified snakes or spiders or whatever. No, they're our friends. They are part of the group. They have codes, they have gifts, they're essential. They're just as essential as the rest of us. So there's nobody who isn't coming. It's just who's in the first wave, you know. And Brian Johnson might be in like the fourth wave, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's in the second one. I don't know. What do I know? But I was like, Helena has this like connection. It's like she's 1 degree away from Brian Johnson, you know.
Mm.
Uh, Green Tara, Lori says. Um, I love the Taras. Namaste. Me too. I only recently learned about them. Wildfire Rose says, how cool. Brad Roman says, we had a black snake with a golden band encounter. The snake was harmless and we released it in the garden. Yep, that's what we had here. Black with a long golden stripes, which is interesting. I love I love black and gold. I always have like a black background with gold writing, you know.
We have a lot of those here in Florida.
Do
I think
you?
grass snakes.
Grass snakes, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Very harmless. He's sometimes in my herb boxes. And you know, there's some dragonflies too. Um, the first year I was here, I never saw a snake. I saw my frogs and rabbits and coyotes and a fox and all kinds of birds and owls and hawks. Oh, I had a hawk. I had a hawk just drive right over my head the other day. And falcons, even falcons are in this area, but I'd never seen any snakes. And then it was the year of the snake. They brought him around. Interesting coincidence. Happy year of the snake. Totally. Oh, well, that was fun.
Mhm.
Well, did we do it? Did we
Did
did
it.
we single? Cool. Moral of the story, everybody, yeah, create those GoFundMes, send them, or go Miriam recommends Go Send Go. And I haven't checked, but you know, GoFundMe, I think everything is really ours now, meaning like we can't hold GoFundMe like the energies of GoFundMe are different already than they were when they were banning the truckers, you know, accounts. Um, so meaning like we've already our energy is already in all the systems, like, and we're just converting them. So I'm not like anti GoFundMe. However, they are not in Africa. Last I checked, but Go Send Go is,
Okay.
I believe. So and it's less yeah, it's just less captured from what Miriam is a good researcher. So you might
Mm.
want to do Go Send Go. It's really just to like it's like to have the landing spot. Here's where to land these bomb drops. Cool. Okay. Abby, what a pleasure.
Likewise, Megan.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah.
We'll plan our trips
Okay. Yeah.
and I'll be back next week, if not sooner. So we're back with Ron next week. He's going to give us all these designs of like engines that never die, and and I really want Ron's GoFundMe. So because the dudes are going to love to develop. It's like 50 million to create a lab or whatever, a workshop. You know,
Mhm.
and to develop every single one of your designs, Ron. If you're still here, it's like that's going to be so attractive to the Elon Musks. So I would love for you to make a big GoFundMe and really dream what you would want to build. So Ron will be here on Tuesday. On Monday, Danielle from TikTok will be here talking about her Liberated Littles school, where she has just really open schooling for kids to follow their dream, and she has gardening and these kinds of things. Currently in an urban environment, just opening it up. Um, and then I don't think I have any scheduled for next Wednesday when I would usually be on. It might just be me. I might bring Oracle back on. I might also shift the podcast entirely from scheduled to just spontaneous.
Mhm.
I think I might just go to like whenever I feel like going live and whenever we feel like going live. So I'll be like, Abby, you feel like going live or you got something to share. So if somebody has something to share, has a GoFundMe vision that comes through, whatever, we're just friends hopping on a live for fun and just hanging out in public. And I keep really wanting um to get Substack to have a large group meeting because that's kind of the next stage where we all come together and we vision together. Although we're doing it, but
Yeah.
and then I want to release this gift cosmology, which I'll probably do on an individual live stream when that's
Yeah.
ready. But I don't know that that'll be scheduled. It might just be spontaneous. So
Mm. These conversations are so important.
yeah,
Get to definitely, um, load the airwaves with it,
yeah,
and the more we put it out, the more people are gonna realize that it's real. This
yes,
is self actualization coming true.
exactly,
It's
exactly. It's all totally real. Like this is not a fantasy. This is happening now. And we are yeah, we affirm it and reflect it and remember together. And absolutely, I will keep flooding the airwaves. Just so that was always the idea. It's just going to be even more dynamic and like alive. You know, it's like the old schedule idea. It's like I don't know the schedule. Like I don't know what my joy is in any given day. Sure, it's hanging out with folks, and it also might be not doing any live streams for a week. Um, so I'm gonna let myself not know and follow the tides. I also have a real sense that like not like it's like again the drop is already here. It's just not like in my hand, but it's like at the front door. I just haven't, it's like that. So I'm like whatever like major things can happen in a week. And I don't want to keep a schedule. So
yeah.
that's the loose plan. But we're all here and yeah, let's stay in touch with the GoFundMe's and like so that we keep so it's also like when we go live, it's like if I know what Abby's GoFundMe is, and we just need another name for it. Abby's, let's say vision, right? At your vision is, um, and it's like I'm talking to Ron and your vision handshakes with his just beautifully in a way you might not know, right? I can help link people together. So
Mhm.
yeah, we can all do that. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. We'll see you guys next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.